Just waiting for a few people to jump on. Okay, hey guys, just trying to work out the connection. It was still connected to my Wi-Fi, so then it said I was out of connection and I'm walking down the road. Let's have a look at this beautiful, this is where I live. Some massive houses in here. I found out last week, the house next door to me, they pay $1,900 a week rent. It's ridiculous. Hey Zoe, how you going? Hey Michaela. Who else have we got on? Say hello. Okay, so I'm going for my morning walk and giving myself a bit of accountability to go for my walk by jumping on this live stream. I'm going to walk every morning this week and just get back into the swing of it. Hey Kate, how you going? Hey. Okay, so I wanted to talk about today. Zoe said, glad I woke up in time to see this. Yeah, cool. So I wanted to talk about like achieving big goals and not just setting them, but staying on track to achieve them. Okay, instead of shrinking back. So a lot of people will set goals and then they kind of, they get started on them and then something happens and they end up going backwards. Or, as I've seen with a lot of my clients as well, they achieve amazing things very, very quickly. And then it's like, oh, I was only making a few $100s a month a few months ago, and now I'm making thousands of dollars or $10,000 a month. And they're like, that messes with their head, yeah? And so they either continue working on themselves and continue moving forwards, or they end up shrinking back. And all these limiting beliefs come up, like, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, not believing in themselves, or old like patterns and stuff come up, so that they can pull backwards and go back to where they used to be, okay? Instead of continuing to grow and move forwards. And there was a cool, one of my clients sent me a meme on Instagram this morning, and it said, I just love this, set a goal so big that you can't achieve it until you grow into the person who can. I love that. Hey Laura, hey Miranda, hey Jamie, how you guys going? So that's the thing with growth, guys. It's not comfortable. It hurts. It's hard. It'll bring up your shit, yeah? Hey Farah, how are you? And I'm going through that at the moment as well, yeah? Because it doesn't just happen when you're just starting out. It doesn't just happen when you're making a little bit of money. It happens every time you step up, okay? So, like, I'm on track to have my biggest month ever this month. I can make 30 grand a month easy, yeah? Just like that now. But then if I'm stepping up to like, and I've had some 40 grand months, but not many. But if I'm stepping up to like consistently do 40 grand a month or do 50 grand a month, it's like, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough. Maybe I got to hustle again. Maybe I've got to like, and these thoughts are just kind of like split second thoughts. Awesome, Farah. I'm just about to walk through here. These thoughts are just split second thoughts. I don't go back into that old hustle mentality anymore. But these kind of limiting beliefs and this uncomfortableness will come up again. Like, oh, am I good enough? Do I know how to do this? How am I going to find enough people? This is a big one for me. Will I be able to fit it all in? Yeah? Can I make 50 grand a month? can I make 50 grand a month whilst also having enough time for myself, for my health, for my family, and have enough energy and not get exhausted? Yeah, that's my big one right now. So being totally open and honest. Yeah, but I still do the work. Yeah, I know that these things come up. I work through them. I have the ability, the tools that I need to be able to work through it. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, which I always am, it's like sometimes I know that I have the tools, but I don't use them on myself. I have the ability to be able to self-clear, so I can clear my shit on a physical level, mental level, emotional, on all levels, and sometimes I avoid doing that work. Yeah? Sometimes shit comes up for me and I'll just journal it out, or I don't meditate as much as I should. I journal more than I meditate. I might journal it out and then not actually go any deeper. Yeah? And so this is why I know I need to do that stuff more, but it's also why I always have a mentor. I always go to events and do courses and get coaching and get healing and clearing work, because I'm continually growing. I'm continually working on myself. You don't just get to a certain stage. You don't get to 5 grand a month, 10 grand a month, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, a million, whatever, and then you stop doing the work. It doesn't work like that. You're always evolving, you're always growing. And there's 2 things in life. So just walking up a bit of a rocky hill. If we're not moving forwards, we go backwards. We don't stay the same. So if you are not working on yourself, on your mindset and your personal development, old shit will come up, limiting beliefs will come up, and you'll believe them. And you will stay stuck in them, and you will shrink back, and you won't put yourself out there because you're too scared, because fear gets in the way, because you think you're not good enough, and you'll listen to that voice in your head and you'll stop and you'll go backwards. Now, the opposite of that, if you continually work on yourself, you'll continue growing into the person who you need to be to achieve your goals. Now, that's and you're not supposed to know every single step. Yeah? You don't have to be, like that quote said before, you're not supposed to be that person right now. You will grow into that person by taking the action. So I get a lot of people say to me, like, for example, I don't know if she's on right now. I have a client who wants to step up and do my VIP option. And she's like, well, if I'm making the money that I'm making right now, I don't see how I can afford it, but I really want to do it. And I'm like, but you're not going to be applications open for VIP in May. Yeah, so I'm like, but you're not going to be making how much you're making now in May. And she's like, oh yeah. You know, she's gone from earning a couple of $100 a week to earning like $2,000 a week in a very short period of time. I have another client, I think she's on here, who's gone from making $150 a week to making over $8,000 a month. And she will hit $10,000 this month. And she's a 23-year-old single mum. Yeah? And she's not in a big city either. She's doing amazing. And both of these people I just mentioned, they have stuff that comes up that's like, okay, I've just achieved these amazing goals really quickly, and if they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to keep either plodding along for a little bit or they will go backwards. So yeah, there she is, Michaela. So with Michaela the other night, we set a plan so that she can Instead of staying at that 8,000 a month mark, she can hit 10,000 quite easily this month by making a few extra sales. The strategy changes every time you step up, every time you grow. If you're selling a low-end product, if you're selling boot camps, or you're selling a coaching package, a low-end coaching package, or even a mid-level coaching package, and you've gotten to 10K a month or almost 10K a month by doing that, you can't get to 20K doing the same thing. Yeah? What gets you to 5K doesn't get you to 10K. What gets you to 10K doesn't get you to 20K. With me, over a year ago now, I went from 10K a month to 20K a month in 1 month. 1 month. And it wasn't that I got a heap smarter or that I completely changed in a month. It was that I got out of my own goddamn way and I decided that I would put up it's funny, it came up in my Facebook memories recently. I would put up a post for people to do a 1-day VIP day with me in Melbourne, in a penthouse, and have a day of business and mindset strategy. I put that post up that I had been scared to put up for a long time, and I made $3,000 within seconds. Literally, after I put the post up, I had 3 people say, yep, I'm in, straight away. So what's required isn't like hours and hours and hours of extra work. What's required is getting out of your own way, probably selling something a little bit higher so that you can make a few sales instead of hundreds of sales. If you want to step it up, have a look at what that thing is for you that you need to do to be able to either get started if you're just starting out, or to be able to really step up to that next level. And for me, it was confidence. It was confidence to be able to sell something more expensive. And now, pretty much all I sell are in the thousands of dollars. My low end is only $60 a week. It's really good value for what's included. They get 2 monthly group calls, Facebook members group. They have access to my team, my IT, my assistant who does design, film, photography, and branding, and copywriting and Facebook ads people. They have access to all of them, and they get a membership site with trainings for marketing, sales, time management, mindset, everything they need in their business. So that's ridiculously cheap for massive value, but then everything over that is thousands of dollars, yeah? And I don't have any crap about selling that now because I'm confident in my programs. I know they get amazing results, and I know that I always over-deliver and I actually give a shit about the people that I help, yeah? So I'm super confident in selling those things because I believe in myself, and that wasn't always the case, yeah? But that belief and that confidence comes with action, with getting out of your own way and just doing the work. Now let me have a look at some of these comments. Hey Chad, how you going? Hey Robert. Hey Sarah. Farah said, being comfortable with yourself is very important. Totally. Kate said, so good to hear this today. Was having a bit of a growth tantrum, but I have already grown so much. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What else have we got? Jamie said, I love that you understand that limiting beliefs are part of the process that we need to work through. I've spoken with another coach recently and feel as though they put me further back because I didn't give them the answer they wanted. Yeah, that's interesting, Jamie. And what I found with other coaches, if they're doing things like that, then they need to do more work on themselves. Yeah, because if a coach is trying to tell you to do something that you don't want to do, not listening to you, bringing their own limiting beliefs to the table, they've got their own shit that's getting in the way of actually helping you. And yeah, I know a lot about limiting beliefs because I have studied NLP. I have my certificate in NLP and hypnotherapy, and I've also done a course in Spiral, which is like clearing your own shit. So I've been doing that stuff for years in some shape or form. and doing lots of coaching on helping people overcome their limiting beliefs very quickly. One of my clients, I helped her overcome her limiting belief, her fear around leaving her high-paying job. She was making $100,000 a year and had a company car and phone and petrol, if you're still on here. And she got out of her own way within an hour. Oh, there's a wallaby. Let me just turn it around. Oops. Can't see it very well. It's just behind there. There it is. Oops. Hey. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. So she got out of her own way within an hour of doing some coaching with me, and she resigned from her job. And then within the next month, she was making what she was making in her job in her own business in 1 month. All that was required was getting out of her own way. Yeah. Jamie said, so thank you for continually sharing and motivating people around you. Oh, thank you. Hey, Kat, how you going? Hey, Michael. Hey, Rolando. Zoe said, that's my thing too. I'm not confident sometimes. Yeah. Yes, that's you, Laura. And Laura and other clients, and myself included, have seen that shrink back, yeah? You get amazing results very quickly, and then it's like shrinking back and going, oh, can I really do this? I'm not good enough. Like, this is too hard. It's, I don't know what to do. All these things come up, and you can listen to that, and you can believe it, and you can stop doing the work that got you to that point, or you can continue working on yourself and continue moving forwards. Yeah? It's like, for example, with exercise, yeah? People can, yay for me. Yeah, you're awesome. So people with exercise, you can say you've got like 10 kilos to lose, and you work on your mindset. So you practice positive self-talk and do whatever you need to do with your mindset to believe that you can do it and change your habits. You exercise every day and you eat well. Yeah. And so you do all these things and you lose the 10 kilos and you're like, oh, wow, I'm feeling awesome now. And then you realize that you've lost the weight. And so you start getting a bit more slack with your exercise, with your nutrition, and your mindset starts to get bad again because you're not in those good, positive, healthy habits. Yeah? And then what happens? You don't stay the same. You go backwards and you put the weight back on. And it's the same in business. If you don't continue to do the things that got you to your goal, then you're going to go backwards. You need to continually be working on stepping up so that you can keep stepping up to that next level. And so, and like I said before, it's not the same things that got you there. Okay? Something's got to change. So for me, for example, going from around the $500,000 mark to get to $1 million, it's like I don't have to add more in. I don't have to do more. I have to actually do less. Like last year, thanks, Michaela. Last year, and use that with your clients, guys. Like, use stories, analogies like that to help them understand something. So last year, I was doing a lot more than I am now. And don't get me wrong, I still work hard. Hey Ria, how you going? I'm thinking about my business from the moment I wake up until the moment I go to sleep. I love what I do. It's always on my mind. But I do take more time out. I got a bit of work done on the weekend, but on Saturday I literally laid in bed and watched Netflix all day. And by laying in bed and watching Netflix all day, I actually made thousands of dollars on Sunday. Yeah. If if a sale comes through, it's like $8,000 I made yesterday because I had that time out on Saturday. So for me, last year, I was doing a heap of VIP days. I had my VIP program. I was doing VIP days through the year. I have my low end. I have my mid-level program, my six-figure system program. I had in my mind that I've got to get like 100 people in my low end, and I've got to get X number of people in my mid-level, X number of people in my high end. Then I've got to add in all these different programs. I've got to have a heap of VIP days through the year. I've got to run all these different retreats. I've got to keep traveling around so much. And that was what was in my head, yeah? But I actually reworked the strategy, and I realized that I only need 70 sales this year to hit $1 million, okay? And this is of my higher level programs. And so in one of those that I need 50, I've already got 11, yeah? And it's only February. So it's like once you get over the 100K mark, it's not about adding more in, it's about making it more simple. Okay, awesome, Ria. Hey Jen, how you going? So 0 to 100K, you got to put in the work, yeah? You've got to, no one knows you. You've got to get yourself out there. You've got to find some leads. You've got to get known, get in front of people, not just in front of a computer screen. Go out and meet with people, network with businesses, build your database, put some valuable content out there to position yourself as an expert, make some sales calls, get good at sales, get good at marketing, get out of your own way. Business is the greatest personal development journey you can ever go on. So when you start a business, you've got to learn about yourself. You got to let go of your shit, your past shit, so you can live in the present, so you can help people from a place of genuinely caring about them rather than getting ego in the way, yeah? Letting go of those limiting beliefs. That's what 0 to 100K is about. And then starting to put systems in place as well, and those foundations of business. Now, after 100K, it's about simplifying. And what I've done over the last maybe 8 months is I have created a heap of automation and systems in my business and taken on board team as well. So in August of last year, I took on my assistant who works 30 hours a week for me. She worked through the night last night because she had some hours that she had to do up. And she's amazing, and she's really helped me grow so much because I realized that getting to the $1 million mark, I can't do it all myself. If I want to reach the goals that I want as fast as I want, I needed to put more systems in place and more team in place. Because otherwise I'd be burning myself out and I wouldn't have any time for myself and for my family. So that's what was required to change. So I want you guys to think about and comment here actually, what do you need to do to be able to get on track or to take that next step up depending on where you are? Is it doing some mindset work? Is it getting out of your own way? Is it building your confidence? Is it just plain old taking action? Yeah? Is it putting team in place? Is it putting more systems in place? Is it having a plan that will help you to grow? What is it, guys? Michaela said, best thing I did was getting a PA. Yeah, awesome. And for anyone else watching, Michaela is one of my clients. She maybe wouldn't have had the knowledge or the confidence to hire a PA or known that she could do that or how to do that if she wasn't coaching with me. Yeah? So that's why you've always got to have a coach as well, so that you can have that support and be able to keep moving forwards and know what the next steps are. So, weird. I've just seen like a jumper on there. Over there. Weird. Michaela said 100%. You've saved my life. Aw, you're amazing. Zoe said all of the above, but it's definitely majority mindset and confidence. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because there's got to be one thing, yeah? There can be multiple things, but it's like, what's the one main thing? Because if you think it's everything, then you're just going to overwhelm yourself and feel stressed out like you got to change everything at once. So focus on that one thing that will move you forwards. Like I said, when I went from 10 to 20 grand in 1 month, it was literally just getting out of, like, building my confidence to offer a higher level VIP day, yeah? I did that and it changed. Instead of just selling low end, yeah? So, does anyone have any questions before I go? I'm getting attacked by mozzies. Oh, probably because it rained. So, yeah, does anyone have any questions before I go? What's that one thing that you need to do? Zoe shared that, so well done. And so, just to give you guys a bit of an idea of what's going on for me over the next year and what I've already been working on, I am doing... So, first of all, I put that kind of those systems in place and automated things, and I'm continually working on that. I put team in place. So I have a copywriter who does contract work for me. I have my assistant who does the most work for me. I have a Facebook ads guy as well, and I have IT when needed. So the only person I pay a regular weekly salary is Chelsea, my assistant. So we've been putting those systems in place. We've been automating things. We've been thinking about the structure of my programs and how I can structure them and what content I can put in them and how to take someone from A to B, yeah? What all those steps are in between to be able to get them the best result and the fastest result. So we've been working on that. We've been working on, what else? Film and photography and branding. So I got a photo shoot done in Santorini, and we've updated all my branding and my business name and currently updating my website so that, because, you know, in the past it was PT mentoring. So people thought I just help personal trainers, but I don't. I help lots of different industries. So we changed that around and changed the branding so it looks more professional, more like just high quality photos that represent my brand. And what else? Oh yeah, the film and photography. So Chelsea is doing a lot of filming for me at the moment. We're collating like a heap of footage so that we can do kind of like day in the life type videos, kind of like what Gary Vee does, where she's been kind of following me around and filming me when I'm coaching clients, when I'm going for walks, when I'm playing with the kids, when I'm doing different things in my life and in my business, and giving like tips and motivation and things like that. So we're in the process of putting that all together at the moment, and we'll be doing that regularly moving forwards. Just got my hair done yesterday, and I'm going to get my makeup done this morning, and we're going to do some filming in different locations. We're actually going to go to outside my old house, my old unit I used to live in when I was living off Centrelink, and going to do some filming out the front of there today, which is cool, and some other little spots. We did one last week. I haven't told anyone this yet, so you guys get the first goss. We did one last week where I found my old transcripts, and some of you might know a story a little bit, but I found my old transcripts from when I went to court when I was younger, 11 years ago now, almost 11 years. And I found the police tape and my transcripts from court, and it was really heavy reading them. I didn't listen to the tape, but I read some of the transcripts. And so Chelsea filmed me by my pool last week talking about how 11 years ago I was destroying lives and destroying my own life. And now, from working on myself and growing as a person, I transform my own life. In turn, I can transform other people's lives now, and I do. And so we talked about that, and then burnt the transcripts and the tape on film. So that was pretty full on, pretty heavy. But yeah, it's been really fun doing that. Awesome, Michaela. Yeah, I can't wait to get the first one out there. But in saying that, you know, these things, hey Michael, how you going? These things, this filming that we're doing and photos and all of that, it's good fun, but it's more the longer term game, okay? It's putting things together to be able to position myself as a brand, and to be able to motivate and inspire others. And yes, it will bring money in over time and it will help people, but it's the longer term thing. What you need to be focusing on, and what I'm focusing on a daily basis, is putting up valuable content like this, doing live streams, putting my marketing up, putting content up, generating leads, making sales. Hey Lisa, how are you? Making sales, because I could go, I just want to, and I've had this run through my head, you know, I could just do photos and do some filming today. But if you're just doing like the fun stuff, yeah, the stuff that's actually the bigger picture stuff, but it's not really making you money right now, then you don't really have a business, yeah? You're just procrastinating and spending time on the things that are fun rather than the things that are going to make you grow. So whilst I have been doing filming, we've been doing maybe an hour here and there, little bits and pieces. We will, if everything else is done, we'll go do a half day or something like that. But the actual growth of the business, the sales and the marketing and the coaching of clients comes first. Yeah, so don't get distracted by fun, pretty, shiny stuff and not actually do the work. Yeah, so I'm going to wrap that up, guys, so I can walk a little bit faster. And yeah, so does anyone have any questions before I go? And if you just hopped on towards the end, make sure you watch the start. It's a really good one. And comment here or PM me with what that one thing is that you're going to do to be able to step up to that next level. Now, I've opened up the doors for Six Figure System again. So next round starts in 5 weeks' time. I've already got 2, potentially 3 guys signed up. Getting all guys so far for this one, which is cool. Multiple different industries as well. And even though it starts in 5 weeks, people are signing up now because you get support leading up to the start date. So what happened last year when people joined is I had some people join and within 2 weeks they'd made their investment back before the course even started. I have people like Michaela, are you still on? How many leads have you got now? Lisa, how many leads have you got? So I got people getting, I think Chrissy had around 30 leads, almost 30 leads in a couple of days, and she spent like $20. Yeah, she was getting like 60-cent leads. Lisa was getting 30-cent leads, and they're then making sales on Friday afternoon and over the weekend. And people in the group are making hundreds and thousands of dollars, and we're only in week 3. Yeah. So if you really want to be able to get out of your own way much faster than you ever could, get a heap of leads coming through of your ideal client, be making sales and make your investment back before the course even finishes, whilst working on your mindset and setting yourself up to have freedom and more time and create your goals this year, it's called Six Figure System for a reason, yeah? So it's like helping people get to six figures and multiple six figures as quickly as possible. So if you want that and want to be a part of an amazing community who are really supportive and just take massive action, then let's have a chat. So probably got about 8 more spots for the next round, and they went very quickly last time as well. So just shoot me a message or comment here and we can have a chat this week to see where you're at, what your goals are, and if it would be suitable for you. Because, you know, I don't let just anyone in as well, and I don't say that as a scarcity thing or a marketing tactic or anything. I am very, what's the word? I'm very careful about the integrity of the group, and I want to make sure that it's the right people in there who will actually do the work. I don't want to just take someone's money and then they're like, oh, it didn't work, because they didn't do the work. And I want to make sure that the group is all really supportive of each other as well. I don't want people in there who are being negative or not supporting each other. Michaela said, do it, everyone. Hey, Jackie, how you going? So like I said before, anyone who has popped on towards the end, make sure you go back and watch the start. Let me know if you've got any questions. If you haven't posted questions here and you think of something afterwards, just comment here afterwards. Feel free to send me a personal message if you want to have a chat or if it's anything personal. But yeah, just before I go, does anyone have any other questions or comments? Keep looking around for wallabies. Any other questions or comments, guys? And whilst I'm waiting for that, I'll just leave with a final note. You can come on here and watch this, like I always say, yeah. But if you're not going to actually take action on the things that I've spoken about, if you're not going to listen to this advice and actually do something with it, you're going to stay in exactly the same place you are right now. Okay, so either move forwards and work with someone. It doesn't have to be me, yeah? If you don't relate to me or you don't think I can help you, find someone that can. Or get out of your own damn way and do the work, yeah? Work on those things that you need to work on and to be able to move forwards. Awesome, Zoe. Let's make it happen. Cool. So, gonna head off now, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning and the rest of your day. Do one thing today that scares you, that gets you out of your comfort zone, and that's going to make you move forwards. Okay? Have an awesome day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.